Those are my 7 people.
Oh, my face.
Okay. Hello everybody. Today I would like to talk about meat and how it is important for our body and why we should eat meat instead of avoiding it or just cutting off our diet. Nowadays there are a lot of movements or like people just like vegetarians and vegans that are starting a kind of war against people that are used to eat meat because they think it's a dangerous food for our body. But what I would say is that it's one of our most important food for our body because it contains a lot of proteins and nutrients that we need. We don't have to forget that meat is not just like animals like pork, but it's also fish. They contains a lot of omega, which are very important for our body. And basically, meat is the food that helped our race to evolve. Our ancestors started killing animals at the same time eating because it was the only kind of nutrients that they had. So they killed it, they ate it, and this is our race evolved. And this was the main type of food. At the same time, meat contains a lot of proteins, so and also calories. Of course, there are a lot of type of meats that contains different kind of proteins. This is why it's very important for our body, and contains also omega. And there are type of meat like the red meat, which is probably best for athletes or people that goes to the gym, for example, because it contains, besides proteins, contains also carbohydrate, which are very important for people that goes to the gym or just athletes. And of course proteins are important because it helps to build the muscle. So for example, for people that goes to the gym, it helps to build the muscle they're trying to work for. And at the same time, meat is very important for our tradition for just countries. There are a lot of countries where their tradition is built on meat. For example, I come from Italy, and is literally one of the most important part of our culture. So, for example, we are known in a lot of countries for the arrosticini, which is basically a kind of meat with a steak in the middle, and mostly of Italians loves it. And also porchetta, which is probably the best. We do sandwiches with it, and it's very good. Without anything, it's just meat. And also salchicha, which is a raw meat, without anything, just salt, and that's it. This is a huge part of our tradition because this is what we eat during holidays like Christmas, Easter, with all our families, and um, everyone enjoys it. Everyone likes meat, how it tastes. It's very easy to cook, and it's very achievable and cheap sometimes. Um, of course, there are type of meat that are more expensive, but basically it's very cheap. And it's very important for the nutrients. Everyone, like mostly children, need it to grow. They just can't avoid meat because it's very important for their bodies. And at the same time, it's true that some kind of meat are bad for our body, like the red meat. But at the same time, I would say this is a concept for every kind of meat, for every kind of food. Of course, if we eat fried food or just fast food every day, is gonna be bad for our body. This is the same for the red meat. There are statistics that shows how red meat can cause health issue just like cancer or like any kind of problems. But at the same time, it's just that we should care about our diet. So we should try to choose different kind of nutrients, different kind of food. so we just can't eat the same kind of meat every day. We just have to choose different kinds. Of course, we just can't eat every single day, or like the best would be 4 times or 5 times a week would be the best. And of course, our diet should be with different kind of food, with vegetables and everything. But at the same time, it's not true that vegetables are sources of proteins better than the meat, because this is not true, because there are so many types of meat and so many types of proteins that our body needs that vegetable doesn't have. And that is basically all, because meat is our body is built on this kind of nutrients and what the nutrients that meat has, and it's too much important to our body to just avoid it. We just need it, and of course we just don't have to eat it every single day, but we have to just choose the right amount, and would be the perfect thing. And that's all. Thank you, everybody.